So let's take you through the first race of the weekend. It's Junior X30, Heat 1, Groups A versus C. Here's your starting grid. Louis Baziré starts from pole position with Devon Hagelin alongside on the front row. Then it's Senna Meunier and Alexandre Mercier on row 2. Anthony Bongartz and Aurelio Giustinelli round out row 3. Niels Lelor, Boris Yonchev, Tyke Buckley and Timio Rifla round out the top 10. Jamie English and Benjamin Foucault round out the top 12 ahead of Lucas Podkins and Sam Gluck. Raphael Boulard and Jordi Brugman on row 8. Shirt de Vries, Jan Modders, Yves Rie and Mathis Ballet round out the top 20 positions on the grid with a total of 29 starters. Rounding out the order will be Lucas Metz, Timothy Lauicine, Pepin Steiger, Sacha Duquet, Lucas Pellizzari, Lennon Henriquez, Felix de Decker, Gobe Gesebilk and Flavio Caira rounding out the 29 strong. Caira not having a great qualifying session, only had a couple of laps to his name. One of the Caira brothers that have been running in karting, thanks to their dad, who will be here, Silvano Caira. If anyone has seen the gantry here at Captain Bifagne, there is a big banner that says Paddock Distribution. That's one of the companies that he runs along with Officiel Caira, which is a lot of classic Formula One cars, such as the days of Benetton, the old Tolman days, one of which was actually quite recently piloted by ex-F1 driver Derek Warwick, more to the point. But we're underway in formation lap, 10 minutes plus an additional lap, the real battle. Oh, right, who is that slowing? That is an RSD kart. That is Aurelio Giustinelli, who's out of position. And once they go past the red line, which is the point of no return, the drivers cannot return to their position on the grid. So that could be a very, very big telling point that the drivers are starting to slow down going through the Escargot section here at this 1,366 metre clockwise circuit, which is also hosted in recent years back as far as 2018, the Yami International Open, where the two people on the mic were Chris McCarthy and our learned colleague, Guillaume Alvarez. So the drivers getting themselves into the rolling start formation 2 by 2. Mainly tomorrow afternoon, but the real focus will be after the qualifying heats have been completed. The top 36 out of 58 drivers will go into the A final, and then the rest will go into the Consolation B final race. But everyone looks to... Oh, no, that's going to be Aurelio Giustinelli pulling into pit lane. So the kart not working as it should do. Driver opting not to take part in this race. But it is Baziré and Hagelin on the front row. Victory Lane on pole position. Fusion Motorsport Benelux Progress Racing on the other side of the front row, over the crest and through into the Piff-Paff chicane that leads us on to the start-finish straight as the red lights are ignited on the starting gantry. And look at the people in attendance. Now, the revs start to build. We get racing right now, and I think we might have just had the timer countdown, which it has done. The field makes its way through into turn 1, into the right-hander here at turn 2 for the first time. Well, Baziré does not look to be leading. It is an RSD kart possibly at the front. Looks to be Arta de Donk. Well, it's not.
Senna Meunier.
Senna Meunier. Sorry, Arta's in another race. My apologies there, Arta. But Senna Meunier takes the early advantage through into the 90 left, now into the fast part of the circuit. Through it over 95 kilometres an hour, through the sweeping right, and then you've got the hard braking zone into the Piff-Paff section before we head into the infield and into Escargot. But Senna Meunier making good progress already. That was a good start from him. But you know, as we always say, never count out Louis Baziré.
Oui, c'est vrai que c'est Senna Meunier qui a pris le meilleur des envols et Louis Baziré s'est fait un peu surprendre, je pense, avec les pneus froids. On l'a vu un petit peu à la dérive au moment d'aborder ce premier virage. Et il a donc cédé le leadership à Senna Meunier qui boucle à présent le premier tour. Il emmène avec lui un certain Anthony Bongartz. Lui aussi a pris un superbe envol dans cette manche qualificative. Et regardez, Louis Baziré qui est un tout petit peu en difficulté là, en bagarre pour la 3e position. Devant lui, c'est Devon Hagelin qui a pris la 3e place et maintenant il est sous la pression de Tyke Buckley.
So Tyke Buckley, the youngster from Ireland for Brennan Tech. We've got several drivers here as they've been competing hard and fast. Devon Hagelin really has definitely put himself into the championship hunt this season, and more to the point was looking rather quick in qualifying. Hagelin currently 4th in the standings. Baziré currently 6th. Buckley currently 2nd. But at the moment, well, you know, Senna Meunier, who actually is currently 10th in the standings, so has the possibility. There's a maximum score of 160 points, and then you take a drop score into consideration. But after lap number 2, Meunier continues to lead. Bongart's less than a quarter of a second behind, but Hagelin's pulling away from Bazire. You said about cold tyres there. Very good point there, Simon, especially with the colder conditions. But a move up the inside, that was through on Timio Rifla. I think it was the 145, but Rifla instantly responds on the 195 of Nils Lalore. So that's the battle for 8th place on the road. We're into the 90 left once again. You can just see, I mean, one of the biggest things I saw earlier on this year, that through that 90 left, there was one incident that happened, and it caused a chain reaction. And the third incident happened 30 seconds later on the run into Escargot. But with 7 minutes and 20 to go, Senna Meunier controlling proceedings. Hagelin, Bazire and Buckley are now closing in on Anthony Bongartz. So Bongartz at the minute is trying to do a very good job, but Hagelin's got the slipstream coming down the start-finish straights, and he pulls to the inside, needing to like from Devon Hagelin on Anthony Bongartz through the second position.
Du changement pour la deuxième place, vous venez de le voir avec Devon Hagelin, le pilote néerlandais qui est passé devant Anthony Bongartz. C'est Louis Bazire qui passe ensuite à l'attaque. Après un départ un petit peu délicat, eh bien, le pilote français est en train de revenir petit à petit dans le coup, parce que derrière le quatuor de tête, c'est un petit peu déjà l'écart qui a été créé ici. Louis Bazire qui avait réalisé la pole position, et on sait que le pilote français a déjà marqué les esprits dans cette Yamaha Series Benelux, notamment en allant s'imposer une fois cette saison. C'était du côté d'Austricourt à domicile pour le pilote français. Il avait aussi fait part d'une belle pointe de vitesse, notamment à Genk, en remportant certaines manches qualificatives. Donc il est capable de revenir, ça c'est sûr et certain. Devant, Devon Hagelin est en train, je pense, de revenir petit à petit sur Senna Meunier. On va voir comment le pilote belge est capable de résister à ce retour. Et puis derrière, Tad Buckley, qui avait pris un bon envol, est un tout petit peu en difficulté ici. Il vient de repasser devant le 190, c'est Alexandre Mercier. Et regardez qui vient s'ajouter dans cette bagarre, c'est Boris Yonchev.
Yeah, nice little ding-dong battle there between Alexandre Mercier and Ty Buckley, and now they're at it again through into the next, you know, off of that part of the circuit, which really, I'm trying to remember the name of it as well. I can remember the Escargot one because it's easy to remember, but I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. But yeah, great battle. I mean, the thing was Buckley squeezed Mercier wide coming out of turn 3, and then all of a sudden Yonchev just went, there you go. Now, that is the change for the race lead. So Devon Hagelin through on Senna Meunier. Louis Bazire now closing in on the 2 in front. So with half of the race to go, it's a 4-way scrap between Devon Hagelin, who leads the way. There's only 2 1,000ths across the line. Well, he was overtaking Senna Meunier at the same point. Got through nice and easily. Bazire could be sizing up a move into the next right-hander, and through he goes. So change for the French driver for victory lane. And Bongartz running with with Thierry Delray's team, the TD official kart team, is holding on to that 4th place and is not letting the 2 in front get away. But Hagelin really has got some good speed here as they come out of the final double right-hander and onto the lengthy start-finish straight, which has this nice little adaptive kink to it over the crest. And now Bongartz is going for the move, so Senna Meunier is starting to drop. And there are, I think there is a warning possibly coming up on the digital flag. I couldn't really see it from the commentary position, but that's a good move there by Bongartz. So Bazire seems to be coming back at Hagelin, whereas Meunier has started to befall the same fate that we saw with Bazire just a few moments ago here, Simon.
Oui, Bazire qui revient dans les roues finalement de Devon Hagelin. Donc le poleman qui retrouve de plus en plus de couleurs dans cette première manche qualificative. Derrière, on a vu le dépassement d'Anthony Bongartz pour prendre la 3e position à Senna Meunier. Mais entre ces deux-là, ce n'est pas terminé. Focus sur la bagarre pour la première position avec Devon Hagelin qui entame désormais le dernier virage de ce karting des Fagnes. Et regardez qui va prendre le leadership de cette manche qualificative. C'est Louis Baziré, le pilote français de retour à la première position devant Devon Hackelen. Et vu le rythme affiché, regardez, 56 739 pour Louis Baziré. Alors on sait qu'il y a le phénomène de l'aspiration qui est très important dans cette Yamaha Series Benelux. On va voir si Louis Baziré est en mesure de conserver cet avantage. On a aussi vu derrière que Tad Buckley était toujours en train de se battre là pour la 6e, 7e position. Ça n'arrête pas d'évoluer entre ces pilotes-là. Devant le quatuor de tête est bien devant, avec Anthony Bongars qui pourrait d'ailleurs revenir sur Devon Hackelen dans les prochaines secondes. On va voir si la ligne droite d'arrivée et de départ va lui permettre de revenir. Peut-être pas pour aller attaquer, mais pourquoi pas. On va suivre ça de près. 2 minutes 25 encore au chronomètre, toujours avec ce tour additionnel.
Boris Yonchev, 5-second time penalty for wrong starting position. Oh dear, that's not going to sit well with the 184, currently sitting in 7th position. 2 minutes plus an additional lap to go. Things are heating up a little bit under the collar. There's the 146 of the Netherlands, Sam Galuk, trying to close in on, I think that's Simeo Riefler who's just ahead, because Niels Rohe has gotten through, but Louis Baziré leads the way now ahead of Devon Hagelin, and you see a few of the drivers going into the Escargot section, and there are our top 4 coming through and towards the final double right-hander. So Baziré continues to lead as we're about to approach the conclusion of lap number 10. They'll be pushing over 105, 110 kph coming across the start-finish line as they do now. And the top 4 covered by 1.2 seconds. Mercier 5th. Buckley has dropped to 6th in the meantime, ahead of Boris Yonchev. At the moment will end up outside of the top 13 as the way things stand. Maybe even, well, it could be the top 13. Probably dropping down to that position. Simeo Riefler has been confirmed to have dropped behind Sam Galuk, who's brought a little bit of distance between himself and the 128. As we come to the conclusion of this race, there is the battle between Boris Yonchev and Niels Lelore. So Yonchev will get a 5-second time penalty. That is unfortunate for Yonchev, who started 8th, and more to the point, well, he was actually behind Aurelio Giustinelli, and there should have been a gap where Giustinelli was not going to start. So if Yonchev was slightly too further forward on his starting position, then that's probably why they've given him a 5-second time penalty. That is at the discretion of race control. They have multiple cameras located around the circuit. But this and one more tour to go, and Louis Baziré looking to start the weekend off strong here, Simon. But in the meantime, Alexandre Mercier gets passed by 2nd place in the championship, Brennan Tex, Ty Buckley.
Et Tad Buckley qui vient de reprendre la 5e position à Alexandre Mercier. Derrière, on suit toujours la bagarre avec Boris Yonchev et Niels Lelore. Boris Yonchev qui écopera d'une pénalité de 5 secondes à l'issue de cette course. Et oui, le pilote belge est malheureusement parti de la mauvaise place sur la grille de départ.
It's been changed to a jump start. So
c'est pour un départ anticipé,
oui.
visiblement. Oui. Pour Boris Yonchev. En attendant, eh bien, il reste un tour dans cette manche qualificative avec toujours Louis Baziré en tête. Derrière, regardez, Tad Buckley qui est en train de défendre sa position. Et derrière, c'est Niels Lelore qui est passé devant Boris Yonchev pour le gain de la 7e position. Regardez, c'est très serré, hein, avec un top 10 qui se bat encore. Et Niels Lelore qui s'est fait notamment surprendre par Boris Yonchev à nouveau. Sam Galuk derrière en embuscade a peut-être vu l'opportunité d'en profiter. Il n'est pas parvenu à le faire. Et puis en 10e position, on a Simeo Riefler qui est en train de scruter ça de très près. En attendant, Louis Baziré va venir s'imposer dans cette première manche qualificative. Plus qu'une ligne droite dans cette manche. Le drapeau à damier qui va être présenté au pilote français, qui est donc parti de la pole position, qui a connu un début de manche difficile, mais qui finalement a repris ses esprits et qui vient s'imposer dans cette manche qualificative devant Devon Hackelen, Anthony Bongard, Senna Meunier et Tad Buckley, finalement 5e.
Ty Buckley line astern, side by side with Alexandre Mercier, but it is France's youngster from Victory Lane, Louis Baziré, that takes the opening win of the final race weekend of the season for Junior X30 by just over 0.4 of a second ahead of Devon Hagland after 12 laps of racing. Good work by Anthony Bongarts to move up the order from 5th on the grid to finish P3 ahead of Senna Meunier. Tyg Buckley started 9th, finished 4th. Alexandre Mercier, Boris Yonchev, who will get a 5-second time penalty post-race for a jump start, and that will drop him down to 13th. So being promoted will be Niels Lelor, Sam Gluck, Timio Riflar, Jan Malders, Benjamin Foucault and Jordi Brugman. Lucas Pellizzari, the Luxembourger, up from 25th on the grid to finish 14th. Ahead of Yves Rie from the Netherlands. Lennon Henriquez, another one that making double digits worth of gains up the field. Moved up from 26 on the grid to finish 16th. Timothy Laussin, Sacha Decay, Felix de Decker, Jamie English, Mathis Bellet, Kobe Kersebilk, Flavio Caira, Rafael Boulard, Lucas Bodkins, Lucas Metz and Shad de Vries, the last of the classified finishers. Pevin Steiger not making it through Sector 3 on the final lap, with Aurelio Giustinelli not taking the start.